Hey guys, so this is going to be about your making your pizza sauce for your homemade pizza. Again, if you follow these recommendations during this series of how to make incredible homemade pizza, I can pretty much guarantee you will be amazed at the overall taste and quality of your pizza that you can make in your kitchen, and you won't even need to buy the pizza at the pizza parlors anymore. You can do it from home if you have the motivation and the time. So, with the sauce, you actually have a ton of options. This is the one area, unlike the crust and maybe the cheese, where if you kind of do your own thing, your pizza can probably will still turn out awesome if you do the other things the way I will show you, or at least tell you about. Someday in the future, I could probably show you. So with the sauce, there's only one huge important piece. If you do this one piece right, the rest of making your own sauce, and you can look up recipes online, pizza sauce, basic pizza sauce, or some more fancy recipes for pizza sauce. Go to town. But this one thing is what you need to do to make sure your pizza is incredible, and that's the tomatoes, the type of tomatoes. And I'm not talking about vine ripened versus Roma versus hot house. I'm not talking about the type. I'm talking about the actual brand of tomatoes, where you physically get the tomatoes from the earth. Um, there is a very well known brand in pizza making circles. It's called San Marzano. SAN and then a separate word Marzano. San Marzano. It's There's a couple of different versions. One is from somewhere on the east coast of the United States. Another one is from Italy. You want the ones from Italy, imported from Italy, or if you happen to live in Italy, San Marzano tomatoes. I find them. I've only found them locally in one large supermarket that sells San Marzano brand tomatoes in a can. The popular kind. There's about the can is an average size. Average, I mean like a little bit on the small side, And there's probably about 8 to 10 tomatoes, Roma plum-sized tomatoes with a red tomato sauce liquid in there. That will be, excuse me, awesome for you. San Marzano. Order it online if you have to. Trust me, that those tomatoes taste so good. It'll make your pizza like that much better. If you can't find San Marzano, there is another brand, again, very well known in the pizza making circles. It's called 6-in-1. The number 6 in IN and the number 1. 6-in-1 tomatoes. They come from California. California produces these 6-in-1 tomatoes. The ones I find are already grounded up. It's basically crushed tomatoes all grounded up in a can. The can I found this brand in only one place as well locally, and it was at a distribution center, the kind that sells to restaurants, the kind that sells bulk food. So the tomatoes, 6-in-1 tomatoes, they come in a large, I think it's called a number 10 can, good size for like $6. Great price. You can get a retailer that sells in bulk. That's the best way to go for price, because I buy a 6-in-1 tomato can, I freeze a bunch of it, and I have enough to make like a couple dozen pizzas for like $6. Incredible tasting. 6-in-1 tomatoes. Now, if you can't find San Marzano or 6-in-1, you don't have the money to order it online and have it shipped and all that stuff, then find the best tasting tomatoes. You're going to make your pizza. Don't buy brand names. Nothing against people who work there or love these brands, Ragu, Prego. Don't buy tomato sauce in a can or jar from the supermarket that's just either an off-brand or even a brand name. San Marzano or 6-in-1 tastes incredible in your pizza compared to some of the others. Even though your pizza will still taste awesome if you use what I'm going to call not the best tomatoes for your tomato sauce, your pizza sauce, your pizza will still come out good. But we're looking to make it so incredible that your guests freaking flip. So shoot for the best tasting tomatoes you can find. If you can't find San Marzano or 6-in-1, do taste tests. Seek out the tastiest, most delicious tomatoes you can find. Then just go to a recipe online that tells you how to make pizza sauce, and the key is to use the good tomatoes. That's it. The good tomatoes. Just as an aside, what I do for my pizza sauce, I saute garlic and extra virgin olive oil only for about 30 seconds, and then I add the dry seasonings, oregano, basil, a little bit of red pepper, and I get it all kind of mushy after about 2 minutes. Then I add my crushed tomatoes. If I'm using San Marzanos, those plum ones, I'll crush them up either by hand, a whisk, stir, food processor. You crush them up. 601s come like that. If you have fresh tomatoes, you just got to chop them up or use food processor. Pour those into your mixture of olive oil, garlic, and seasonings. You can simmer it for hours. You can simmer it for 15 minutes. You can leave it raw. It's all slightly different in how it tastes, but it's all delicious if you have good tomatoes. There's a million recipes for pizza sauce. You really don't have to follow any kind of certain recipe. As long as your tomatoes taste awesome, you're going to be good. The only question is how sweet or spicy do you want to make your sauce. So that's it. Look for the best tomatoes possible for flavor, and then go to town on however you want to make your pizza sauce. All right, guys. I will catch you next time.